All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the set. Smooth. Mike 54. Rip right. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the out. Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. Ready.
On first down. Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
218, chopper. Tight end's right. 4 down. 25, check 25, check snap.
Fighting room at the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the blast.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw on second down. Moore is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Logan. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
4 down, check, 4 down. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Delta.
Second and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him an even gain of 10, but now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Coleman now. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Leo!
Hey, 4 down.
6-6, pull it up. Ready?
They'll run it here with Logan. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Second and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Ready? 18 together. Check, 43. Danny.
They'll set up the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Logan fighting through it. He's got space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Look at me, zipper. Oh, you got D? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
They run with Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Logan. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Moore. And he's got a noon one. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
We go. 8 read. We got 80 weapons. Check 31. Check.
On first down, Logan. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Jim.
Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Lucky.
Coaching spell. Mike 5-4. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Get that. Snap.
They run the counter. Logan. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's third down. Back to throw. Moore diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded at the 2.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 13. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Let's go.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run again with Logan. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
218, chop. Bravo. Go. You got to get moving, man. Make moving. You got to get that. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 3.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. Anunwa, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Recon.
And it's a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, Zoo. Look at me. Go.
2nd and 1. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
What you got, Heavy? Hey, Charlie. Give me something.
Back to throw. Moore under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Check. Now. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Switch. 6-6. Pull it high. Wide. Get wide. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. This is Logan. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Check Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Moore. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
5.
Right there.
Hey.
54 Mike.
Hey, Sam off.
Shit.
You're out. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
You got to get the point. Get on the point right here.
Hey, exit. 5.
2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Moore. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Orbit. Go. Check 52.
Check nickel.
On 4th down, Moore. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. It's Coleman here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Echo.
To throw again. Moore. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Jets on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he's got Rodgers. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Moore. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
it got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. 59 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He wants it all for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. On the carry, it's Logan. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now Armstead. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Houston, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.